I've been doing internet marketing since 1997. And even within our own business, we're not doing it. It's on our agenda, and Michael's been tasked to do some stuff, and we're doing it ourselves. Quizzing, asking quizzes, asking questions, surveys, quizzes, and maybe Jeremy can kind of talk about what he feels the difference between a survey and a quiz is. But these are absolutely the best tools that one can use with marketing on the internet. So, one of the most famous things that all marketing people say is find out what your customers want and give it to them. And you go, well, how do I find out what my customers want? You ask them, right? So if you don't ask them and you don't survey them, you don't do that kind of stuff, you don't stand a chance. And then quizzes in particular, that people like to take quizzes, and when they're done properly and they're done right, they really are the golden goose for filling up your database of leads and your email marketing. And so you have the quiz and leads to your email marketing, which leads to your e-commerce store. So it's a great strategy, it's a great tool. And again, like I think it's been 2 or 3 years since I met Jeremy. I can't remember exactly how long, but he's been around. He's been doing this for a long time. They've done thousands of quizzes through their system. They're probably one of the most knowledgeable people in the internet marketing space, in the online marketing space, when it comes to technology and what to ask and how to ask it and what to do. And so, even though we have our survey plugin for T-Rex, he recognized, and I recognize, that some people might want to use his lead program, but he's willing to teach and share some of his wisdom, his insights, what we're doing, as well as we want to have him come to our event and speak at our event, T-REXecom Live in San Diego, and even get more in depth with how you can leverage quizzes and surveys to build your list and monetize your online presence. So with that being said, Jeremy, I want to say thanks. I appreciate it. I'll hand it off to you, and you can take it from here.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Super excited to share today. As Greg mentioned, we've worked a lot with quizzes at this point. We launched our lead quizzes software January last year. We've had over 2 million leads through our platform. We've kind of stumbled into it. The first person we ever worked with, we had a digital marketing agency before, someone named Dr. Tammy, and so she started out with less than 100 leads on her email list, but she wanted to become a national bestseller. She wanted to sell a lot more online, have a bigger impact, and so decided to put a quiz together, a hormone quiz. We put it up online, started running Facebook ads to it. And Greg, we were actually surprised with the results. We thought maybe we were tracking something wrong. We thought this was a fluke, it wasn't going to last, but the results lasted. We grew our email list by over 35,000 people in 6 months. It only cost her about 19 cents a lead, and she's gone on to hit that bestseller. She sells a lot more online. She has a much bigger impact. And so that was really our insight into how powerful quizzes could be, not only to build your email list, which is a huge asset, but also to be able to then push them towards a product and convert them into customers. So I want to start out real quick. I think the email list is one of the most important assets, and I know Greg and Michael, you guys talk about this a lot, but we've really found it's one of the best assets you can build. I know first when people started doing e-commerce or Teespring, stuff like that, a lot of people would drive people Facebook ads or traffic directly to a shopping page. And even if that's profitable, I think you miss out on a lot of things. You miss out on the buyers that maybe not ready to buy right away. And it's difficult if you don't have an email list, you're not able to continually follow up with them. So I think that's one of the huge things. What we've seen from our clients, we have thousands of people on our software, and consistently they should be able to make between $4 to $12 per email per year. So that's definitely a huge asset to build, and the quiz can do it. So kind of shifting gears and talking a little bit more about the e-commerce side, we've had a lot of e-commerce people on our platform. Kind of cool is owning a software platform, you can just kind of query your database and go and look and see who are the best performing users and see what they're doing and talk with them. And so what we found with the e-commerce quizzes is actually doing more fun BuzzFeed style viral quizzes in your niche works really, really well. So as long as it kind of matches up with your product, whether you're selling apparel for sports or dogs or different niches, it works really well. And we found some of the reasons why quizzes work so well. First of all, people are getting personalized immediate feedback. It's way more engaging than if you're going to build your list with an email list or training video where the content's the same for every single person, and then you can drive them towards a product after they get the results. So it's really native to Facebook and these different social media networks where people are just looking for entertainment and fun. And so, yeah, I'm really excited. We're going to play actually a case study for you guys of a company called Bourbon and Boots. So it's an e-commerce company. They generated 35,000 leads. They doubled their sales in just 3 weeks. And so we're going to kind of go through this video with you guys, show you what kind of quizzes they did, and then after we'll jump into some Q&A and we'll break down some of this stuff a little bit further. So Michael, do you have that queued up?
Yes. I'll get it going right now. So just give me 1 second, guys, and we're ready to go.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so just to kind of tease like some of the results, like they had, like I said, 35,000 leads in 3 weeks. Their top quiz, they tested a bunch of different quizzes, but their top quiz generated 23,000 leads. They had over 26,000 shares, and they got their cost per lead under 50 cents a lead. So we're going to walk through kind of like the different quizzes, how they went around thinking about their quizzes, where they advertised, and what platforms they used. And then again, afterwards, we'll talk about how you actually go.
Business about every day. It's like, yeah, that's beautiful because you have that email to market to. It's awesome. Wow.
Yeah. And I wrote down some notes, like some of the things that he said in here that I think should be like enunciated on. Like the first thing is he said he picked a niche. So I'm sure a lot of the people on here, you have like a dog niche or you have a specific niche, maybe a Facebook page, stuff like that. So I think that's super important. But what was interesting is that they decided to do their quizzes based on their persona. So like what type of people do they do, as well as like what their top selling product is. So if you already have top selling products, then you can just work backwards and create a quiz that then would relate to that product and easily segment into it.
Very, very cool, man. Yeah, we got some questions rolling in, and I know before we hit that, you kind of wanted to maybe explain some of the video a little bit and just kind of talk about some of the things. And we definitely have some people coming in with some questions. But was there anything else you wanted to talk about as far as bourbon and boots and just that video in particular?
Yeah. So feel free, guys, if you have questions, like throw them in the chat, and we'll definitely respond to them. A couple of things we didn't really touch on too much that I'll touch on a lot more at the Ecom Live is like how they're going about like selling, making offers. So just like some high level stuff here, I think the first thing is making a compelling offer. So I think, T-Rex gives you a lot of ability to like make good offers, but some of the things we've been testing is, if you can do any kind of like say free plus shipping offer, like obviously that's compelling. If you can add urgency or scarcity to your offer where there's like a countdown clock or there's a limited amount of quantity, if you can throw any bonuses to build the value, and if you can add like risk reversal, like a money back guarantee or something like that, all of these things help build the compelling offer that you're making, and so it's going to make it easier for people that have never heard about you before then to become a customer with you. So I would think a lot about that, of how you can make that offer. And then something that we don't really cover in Bourbon and Boots is just like an upsell sequence. So you go through a quiz like you saw, like you'd answer some questions and you'd opt in to get the results. So it could be name and email or just email, and then on the results page you give them the results. So like if he said, can you pass this Southern Saying Challenge quiz, like the result could maybe be pass or fail, and those are the two options. But then you offer like some kind of upsell or downsell. So you put like an image of your compelling offer, click through, and then they're able to sign up for it. And so what I'm going to be sharing at Ecom Live June 22nd through 24th is another case study we did with someone where they generated over 75,000 leads profitably, got their lead cost down to I believe 4 cents a lead. And then their upsell sequence was pretty basic. So they did a free plus shipping offer. They also tested another offer where it was $19.95 for the product, but it was perceived as a discount of like a $50 or $60 value. And then they just took them through a very basic upsell, downsell, cross-sell sequence. So like, if it's like get this one product, maybe they want 3 more for a special discount, or maybe they want a different product that's similar, for a really good offer. Or maybe you want to, so you can just upsell, downsell them. Those pages don't have to be very complex, and that's how you can kind of build your order value and really build how much like value you're getting, how much money you're making from those customers. So just some like quick high level things about how to make those quizzes work that we didn't really cover in that case study that I think are really important to share.
Very good. Yeah, we have Lindsay on here. She's laughing. She said that she actually took that Southern Belle quiz, which sounds like that was a pretty popular one. So, yeah, she said she's seen that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So let's see. And John is asking, so what happens after the quiz is done? He kind of means where does it take you after you complete the quiz?
Yeah, so what I would recommend, like just like any internet marketing in general, like once you have a thank you page, I would definitely take advantage of that. So the thank you page for a quiz is basically giving them the results or their outcome. So for lead quizzes, like they'd opt in and then they get the results page, and then we push them towards like a sales page. So the sales page could be like, click through and then they enter in their credit card information, and then you take them through kind of an upsell sequence. So I would definitely do that. A lot of people are like kind of intimidated about like a quiz, like giving them the results and making an offer right away. But that's when you have your most engaged visitors, like they're engaged with you, they're interested. Depending on what kind of quiz you do, like we've seen people where it's like they do, if you have more buyer intent, so maybe you have a quiz on your website and it's like which product is best for me. It's some type of quiz like that. Like that's going to be really good. You should be making those offers at the end of the quiz. So definitely pushing people towards a promotion or purchase, and then obviously you're capturing their email so you can follow up with them after that.
Excellent. We have one from Jay, and I'm sure he asks, what tool do you use to create the quiz? And I'm sure that's just kind of built into everything. It just, I'm assuming like images and questions and stuff like that.
Yeah, so like, our software lead quiz is basically you can like set up the whole quiz from like the start page through the questions, the lead capture, the results.
Is that all of those tools available?
Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. What did you say there, Michael?
Okay. Preloaded quizzes that people. Okay. Let me put my headphones in. See if this works.
Okay.
Can you hear me a little bit better now?
Yeah, I think so.
Quizzes or preloaded questions?
Yeah, so I think we have like 50, 60 plus templates like loaded in our software that people can use and view. And we also have case studies on our website where we try to go through a lot of not only just like the quiz, but also showing the ads and then trying to show like the follow-up sequence either in their emails or directly after. So those are great places to go and check out and get some good examples.
Excellent. So Lindsay's saying that she doesn't remember that she had to put her email in when she took the Southern Belle quiz. So what's another example of how you capture the email address?
Yeah, so you could do it either with lead capture, or we have like a Facebook, where it's like a connect with Facebook button and it just grabs your Facebook information. Bourbon and Boots wanted to test was could they get more shares by not requiring the email opt-in. So you still have the email opt-in on that page, but then there's like a skip this step like right below it. What they found with their most popular quiz when we did that case study was they generated 23,000 leads from that one specific quiz, but they had over 26,000 shares. And I think their shares increased quite a bit just because they weren't forcing the opt-in. So then there's kind of a trade-off. You have to see, like, you just gotta have to test to see is it worth like the extra viral shares on the quiz versus like capturing leads on every single person that goes through it.
Okay.
And I think that was the case too, because like when we saw stuff like that, like their lead capture dropped. Because we see a good lead capture can be anywhere from 30 to 60%, and I think they were probably getting around 20-25% because obviously, some people are going to skip if they don't have to give their information. So there is that trade-off.
Okay. And I think, let me see here, someone's asking, and this is probably a better question for Greg. Greg, are you still on? I'm not sure, I can't tell.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so Carl was asking how does this work, or can it work in conjunction with the opt-in builder, for the Trex opt-in builder?
Well, what Jeremy has is a completely different program that could use on different websites, different things. It's much more powerful in what it does. But ours, is simple. You can create a couple simple questions. It'll go into your T-Rex, and it'll also personalize your shirts on the thank you page. So depending on what you're doing and what your business is like, and if you're doing Shopify's and Amazon's, and if you got blogging and content plays, you might want to consider lead quizzes. And I'm going to get a link here for you guys in a second. But besides that, again, it's really the strategies and the kind of stuff that you do here, because everyone needs to be doing this. Everyone needs to be building a list.
Yes. All right, guys, I'll give you guys another couple minutes. Do you have any more questions for Jeremy while we got him here today? And I know Greg is looking for a link for you guys right now, so just hold tight there. Yeah, it looks pretty. I'm looking forward to getting more into this, Jeremy, I just wanted to say thank you for taking your time today and just spending some time with us. And if you guys have any more questions, you can ask now. If not, we can always, we can answer your questions in the Facebook group or on Skype. But Jeremy, thanks again. Did you want to add anything else today, Jeremy?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to add me to the Facebook group, I'm happy to answer some questions there. And like what we do with lead quizzes, if anyone is interested in the software, we'll do a free consultation where we'll help you come up with a quiz idea and get you set up on the software if you want. So if you're just thinking about quizzes or you're struggling coming up with an idea, feel free to reach out and we'll get you set up on a call where we'll give you kind of a free consult and give you some strategy on what to do.
And I just texted everybody or chatted everybody our affiliate link. So full disclosure that I do believe in lead quizzes, and most of you know this, but I have a whole nother business. I have other businesses in the internet marketing space with the FB Lead Finder, which, by the way, anyone who wants to know, we are working on that diligently, trying to find a programmer to fix that, because the programmer that worked on that's been like 5 years ago and we can't find him. But anyway, so full disclosure, if you sign up, we are going to get a little commission, which is kind of part of our business model. So at least go to Lead Quizzes, check it out, read their stuff. We'll get Jeremy in the group to answer some questions. And then if you guys are interested, you guys haven't looked at T-REXecom Live, T-REXecom Live, go check it out. The site's been updated. We're putting the agenda up today. We've added some speakers. We have multiple seven-figure-a-year speakers that have agreeing as friends of mine to come and teach and share what they're doing to do $10,000, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a day. Some of them are approaching more than that. One of them is an industry leader, and his business did over $40 million last year. So he has a lot of insights that's going on. So it's going to be it's going to be an incredible event. We got great rates on the room. So I hope you guys want to come out there and hang out with us, because really it's about building your business. It's about being with those people that can help you. It's like if you surround yourself with people that are doing it and you get in those circles and you make friends with people, they're going to teach you the one little strategy, the one little tip, the one little thing. I mean, just like what Jeremy just shared. I mean, that one little thing can change your entire business. I mean, literally, it can change your entire business, because when you can get leads from 4 cents to 50 cents, and then you properly email, market them, and build a relationship with them, they're going to buy stuff from you, right? So I have a list. One of my lists for my Inspiration by God business, my online ministry. We have 150,000 emails I email every day, and that thing just rings. It doesn't make me a fortune, but it rings the cash register for me all the time, every day, and it has since 2004. Okay, I've had this list since 2004. So building an email list, building rapport with them, communicating with them is paramount to building a brand and to generating capital online. So Jeremy, I want to say thanks, man. Look forward to seeing you in San Diego.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you kind of mentioned, Greg, like we've had a lot of like I just shared one example today, but like we've had a lot of people have success with e-commerce. Like we've got one user that's generated over 400,000 leads in the sports niche. We've had another e-commerce site where they had a lot of website traffic. They had an additional $100,000 a month in revenue because they were able to capture like over 10,000 additional leads a month using this. So really, really excited to share like at T-REXecom Live, June 22nd through the 24th. Breaking down like a lot further, like showing you guys actually like the ad, the copy, what they use, what their quiz look like, what their upsell pages look like, so you guys can implement this, because it is really, getting the details right is super important in being successful. So very excited to share that at the event, June 22nd.
Awesome, man. Thanks so much, Jeremy, again, and looking forward to talking to you soon. So, Randy, are you still on the line with us? I know you wanted to kind of go over some things with the group today also, if we had some time. Looks like we have some time here.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Mike, Randy, I'm going to get off. I've got to get ready for the webinar with Ricky. So Ricky's launching Slingly, which is the new version of Commercify, and we're going to have him demo that software for us. So for all of you who haven't signed up for that, there should be a link in the Facebook group. You should have got emails. Ricky's been a big supporter of T-Rex, and we're just trying to support his launch. Plus, it integrates with Printex, and soon to integrate with T-Rex with adding products and doing different things. So cool stuff. So thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, Greg.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I want to answer something that Lindsay and I were speaking yesterday and trying to clarify some of the things on the Bible covers and the wine glasses. And some of the confusion was if she needed to have a vector file for the Bible covers. No, the Bible covers that we give you, we have all that art that's ready to go. You can just send me the PNG with that personalization attached. So if it's any one of those Bible covers, I already have all those vector files. That's all set. Then what I do is I would just set that person's name. So Lindsay, if you had a Bible cover with your name on it, you would just send me that PNG. I'd do my best to match that personalized font, and I'm ready to go. So it's really a pretty simple process. Same way on the wine glasses. What I've given you are, besides the like mother, like daughter, that's not a personalized, but we have a couple in there that are. I already have that vectorized art. All I need is, and you can use that, and then send me the file with the personalization. That's all it is. Does that help?
Yeah, I think that clears it up. I know we've had a few questions about that, but yeah.
It's really only when you want to come up with your own is make sure that you have the vectorized art that you get me up front, and then I can handle it from there. Every order you send in, I'll already have that art built and loaded into my system.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So what do we want to talk about, Michael? We talked about a little bit on. I've been working and sharing with several people the fundraising ideas.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't we hop into that?
Yeah. So what kind of brought it up? We had somebody contact us a few weeks ago and said that they saw the T-Rex when we were out there in San Diego. She wanted to get into it, but she wanted to test it on our site first, and she would drive traffic to it. And she ran basically a fundraising event for a family member that was that had died of cancer. And very simple campaign. She took our pricing and then they marked it up and raised that money for that individual's family. And in less than 10 days, they sold over 100 shirts and raised a total of $4,500. So they probably kept 2,200 of that. And it was very effective. It was a simple one-color design on a one-color on a regular unisex shirt, and they used their Facebook and their friends and family to drive traffic to it, and it sold very well. So I thought, for anybody that has a T-Rex site, you can go out and without having to spend any any ad spend, is find somebody in your community that has a need that you'd like to go raise money for. So we're creating a special fundraising product that's a $5 unisex shirt, and the only requirements are that it's a one color imprint on one location on a unisex shirt, and your cost is $5 plus normal shipping. And this would give you the opportunity to go and find that person or group or whatever that would like to run a fundraiser and work with them and both sharing that. So what I would suggest is you take that $5 price, you tell the person or the event you will charge them $10, because you will have merchant fees coming out of your account. You're going to run it through your account, and you will have some cost of that, no ad cost. You should. And then they can mark it up however they want, and you can collect the money and give it back to that organization. And it's a real simple process. And Michael, do you have it set up where we can kind of show the campaign and the product? And we have all that to give you as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I imported the product into the Planet Me Tea. I don't think I had the campaign in there. I think that's in the Printex one, but I can show them the product right now.
I'll give you a link. I'll find the link on that, and then you can show what we just put together to show off. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine. So let me share my screen here. Okay, so just looking at the actual product, what we did is we created this in order to just give you an idea of how we set this up and pricing and all that kind of stuff. Let me get in here. So I put this in the members area. So this is kind of what Randy was talking about. So this will be, here's all the prices that we have and for youth all the way through 3X. And the double X and the 3X go up a little bit in price from extra large. But this is just a kind of an example. You know, whatever the cause may be, whatever your design is going to be, it's going to be $5 for one color on one color shirt and a one color imprint. So that helps, you know, with the cost with Randy, and it also helps with the cost for the cause that you're raising money for, so that they're able to get such a really good deal on a shirt, and it leaves you room in order for you to, you know, make a little bit here. So let's just go over to the campaign.
And the way it works for me is that we're going to run a campaign style. So once a week, we can you can pull down the orders that you've collected, send me the file, and we'll run those. And you can keep it going as long as you want. I mean, if it's something that's raising for a group, a school, a shelter, anything like that, you can keep it ongoing. I don't care. You know, I'm trying to drive more screen print business, and this is an opportunity for me to do that. And it's much lower cost than the direct-to-garment. And then on your side, it helps you just, you know, collect data. You're going to create and collect customers this way as well, and so there's some value to that also. And yeah, Mike, this is just a campaign that I mocked up to kind of show you how it could be. And now, of course, the pricing would be what between you and your organization decides that the retail price will be.
Right. And I just, hold on here. I was just going to kind of go through without sharing too much information. Let me just pause this for 1 second.
You want to show that campaign?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Did you want to show the Becco DeMeo one, or just I was going to kind of just.
Go ahead and show that. I mean, this is what this we can see what's been done to date. You know, we won't divulge their secrets, but again, they did a nice, simple job, and were very effective, and they raised a lot of money for somebody that I'm sure needed it.
Absolutely, and that's just another great part about the whole fundraising thing, is that it's just a way to really help people out, and it makes it so easy on them. I just kind of wanted to show you just quick orders. I mean, this is obviously, she has 5 pages of orders here. And you know, she's just been doing a great job, and people are coming every single day. You can see all these orders coming through, and she made it very simple. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys that this is possible. Things are already being shipped out that were ordered just a few days ago. So everything is working really well, and Randy's team is doing a great job. And just kind of wanted to show you that. As far as the actual campaign, it's a very simple design, and
you know, maybe we don't want to share that. Let's not share that. I don't want to.
Okay.
Without her permission, but yeah, again, it was just a nice, simple design. She did a great job, and you know, very easy to do.
Okay. Yeah. So again, going back.
By the way, I don't care if it's a white shirt, a black shirt. It doesn't matter what color shirt, as long as it's a unisex and one location. Now we can do 2 locations, but you know, you're going to have another $450 on top of that. So I would try to avoid it. But some other things you could do is you could go out and you know, let's just say it's a fundraiser for you know, anything in the community, especially. You might be able to get a sponsor in that community that will share in the cost of that shirt to drive that cost down. So maybe they want an advertisement on the back of the shirt, and they'll cover the whole cost of the shirt or part of it, or at least their back imprint. There's a lot of ways that you can make that work. Again, I think the magic number is going to be between $15 and $20 for the purchase price, and then you're going to have $3.99 on the shipping. But when it's going to something good, people are happy to spend $20 and then get a T-shirt back.
Absolutely, and it's not only for just things that your friend is kind of doing, it's obviously helping a family that just lost someone, and that's great, but also just other types of fundraising too. And definitely with me having 4 kids, all kind of in that school age, I mean, there's endless amounts of opportunity for schools. Really need fundraising, and they especially like elementary schools are always trying, they send probably about 4 or 5 different types of fundraising, if not more, every year coming home with the kids, and it's always just kind of the same stuff, cookies, and some stuff is just so, I don't know, just half the time we look at it and it's just so much information, and there's some order forms and all this kind of stuff that it's just, you kind of get lost into it unless you really are diligent and want to do it. Something like this where you have one single a link that you can give people, you can go present it to people and just show them your campaign page that you built, and you say everything is taken care of from the shipping. All you have to do is go here and order your shirt, and then tell them just how this is going to help and how this is going to help raise funds and for good causes. And that it's just so much more simple than the stuff that they're sending home with the kids trying to raise money for the schools. And so there's a really good opportunity there also.
Yeah. So a couple questions. No, it can be any color shirt. If I wasn't clear on that, so white, black, red, it doesn't matter. Youth through adult, or the same pricing. I built that into that product there. Can the customer create their own design? Absolutely, that's part of it. As long as it's just a one-color imprint, that allows me to set it up quickly, turn these orders around, keep my costs down, and make all that work. And and I want to try to run this for a long time, as long as it works for everybody. So I don't have an end date to this. It's not a deal of the month. But you can see in that product how I built it. One thing you have to put in the style area, if you want to show that, Michael, is fundraiser. F-U-N. Show that product if you could, Mike.
Hey, Randy and Mike.
Yes.
I hate to do this to you, but in about 5 minutes I need to start the other webinar, and I didn't realize I can't start my other webinar for Ricky until this one's ended. So.
Okay, we'll wrap it up pretty quick. So.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, so you see in there in the style fundraising T-shirt, that's what I need to have. I've got to have that in there, just like when we do the deal of the month. That triggers all the pricing, so that's very key to me, and if it's not in there, I can't undo it.
Okay, yeah, very important here. Guys, I put this in the members area. I will throw that link in the members area into the Facebook group. We're also going to cover some wall art stuff. We'll hit that up on Thursday. I put some products, but you'll see that in the members area also. So we're going to hop off right now so Greg can get started.
One more minute though, Michael. Why don't we show off? I'll drop it in here because you've got the wall art in there, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a link and you can share it with everybody too. It's just I mocked up a nice page with some of the designs that we've already created.
Okay.
And again, anything that we create, we do it to give out to you guys, and you're welcome to it. So you can show them this page, and then you can give them they can look at it, and then they go to the members area, and yeah, just click on it. So scroll down, Mike. There you go. So these are some of the designs that we've created and purchased and have ready to go, and they're yours if you want to sell them.
Absolutely.
And we're going to keep creating more, and then those images will be in there. One quick thing: all I need is a photograph. We take it and we do all the separation for you. So I need a 300 DPI JPEG. A large one, probably about 5,000 to 8,000 pixels, and we take it from there. And there are some mock-ups I put in the Printex folder to do your own mock-ups if you'd like.
Great. Yep, I'll add those to the members area too as soon as we get off.
Last day for Mother's Day is what did we say, the 4th? That's Thursday. End of the day Thursday.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, just look for the Facebook. Go to Facebook. I'll have all this information in there for you so we can get it to you and you guys can get it into your stores, okay?
Thanks, guys.
We will see. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys on Thursday.